Yo, what's up, YouTube? Man, what was I gonna say? Nothing really. Second video. Let's go. Second video in a row. As I'm making this video, I still need to edit my other video, but I'm gonna be editing it literally tonight and just get it done with. I just have to do the voiceover part, and that's it. So we're gonna be consistent. We're gonna be locked in. I'm gonna tell myself I'll always get one uploaded. It'll probably be random times. Sometimes I'll be uploading at night. Sometimes I'll be uploading during the day. But I always get 2 uploads and 1 upload off. That's the plan. That is the schedule. Not gonna lie, I did eat a lot of like I said on my last video, I ate a lot on Eid. I ate a lot of sweets, but I was getting back from another party. Now it was mainly protein night and like a bunch of carbs. I didn't eat like the garlic naan, y'all know that. I didn't really eat that. I just ate like rice. Like they had like the spicy rice, which we call biryani, and then I had like a lot of meat. And yeah, then I had like a little slice of cake, which is like honestly I shouldn't have ate. I should have just like left. But I was like, you know what? I didn't even drink my pre-workout drink. I didn't have any pre-workout shake. I needed some carbs. I needed short-term energy, so I ended up just doing that and just eating that. It's whatever. You know, we're on the bulk a little bit. We have gained a little bit of excess fat, but it is okay because I can still visibly see my abs a little bit. I have I can see like I'm like 16% body fat. No need to bulk up more. Honestly, I should be probably going on a cut, but I'm probably gonna maintain this and just keep going. If anything, I should probably go on a slight deficit instead of a slight surplus. I should probably just go on like a 500 calorie, 300 calories slight deficit and try to like get down to like 12-13% body fat and then work my way up. Just keep this like I think 12 to 16 range is good. I just want to build a lot of muscle right now, and then I want to get back to 10% body fat later on for sure. I don't know yet. I do miss my abs though, like having shredded diced abs. Those are lit, and I feel like this next cut I can even go harder than my other cut, because I did have abs, but I wasn't like that. Like I had to flex it a lot. I didn't have it like sitting down or anything. I still had kind of like a little bit of jelly rolls when I was sitting down. So there's levels to it, right? You gotta get like 8%. You got that. That's like 8% body fat. You gotta get like lean and stuff if you want to have abs while sitting. 10% you could still have abs while like standing and flexing, and it still looks good. But if you want to seat it, then that's different. That's a different story. But I think having abs when having no muscle, there's no point in that. Like you gotta have freaking muscle with abs, bro. Like, come on, bro. It's 2025. If you look like you're gonna look like a female, all right? If you just have abs and no muscle, like nah, I'm not trying to have that like T type build. Body T without like the freaking muscle, bro. The V taper. We're trying to build that V taper. So you gotta build your lats, you gotta build your biceps, you gotta build your shoulders, you gotta build your chest, you gotta build your back. So man, that takes what? A slight surplus or whatever. Maintenance calories, same shit. You know what I'm saying? Just stay down. You gotta progressive overload. And speaking of that, today is not a upper body day, it's a lower body day. So I'm gonna be doing RDLs, hamstring focus. I actually let me know. I don't really do RDLs that much because now I make the plate bounce a little bit, and I don't try to bend my knees to get more hamstrings and erector focused, and like I don't try to like keep your knees a little bit more straighter than bent, so you get more erectors slash hamstrings slash glutes. I mean, it kind of works at all, but like I said, SLDL, RDL, hip 45 extensions. They all work your erectors, your lower back, and to not have a glass back for sure. And they also do work your hamstrings mainly, but you still get a lot of like adduction work. You still get glute work. So if you really want to isolate your hamstrings, you gotta do some curling movement, like line curl, seated curl, like the best for hamstrings. But yeah, that's about it. And then I'm gonna be doing a leg press for quads to get the length and quad movement. And yeah, leg press is amazing. I love having a press on this day, especially because squats are hella fatiguing, so that's why I keep it on the other day. And yeah, that's how you program, guys. If you saw a muscle is fatiguing, you keep that on like that focus. Like if you have a quad focus day, do that fatiguing on that day. And as in like your energy, you're gonna need short term. Like you're gonna just feel like if I did squats today, I would literally be dead. I couldn't even do leg curls. I would probably have to head out. Like peace out. Nope, nothing. Leg press is better because you're like lying down. Your CNS is not getting, your central nervous system is not getting as taxed because it's less requiring your whole body to be used. So yeah, take that with advice, what you want and what you want to do. And yeah, man, that's about it. Apparently jam press is vaulted. Okay, bro, I don't know what this jam press vault means, but I'm still gonna be doing my jam press. Just make sure your shoulder doesn't fucking move around. Like you're tucking your shoulders in. Don't like flare out your shoulders or like when I'm doing it. Obviously you have seen my other video, you might see my jam press. I do have my shoulders a little bit tucked out, but I'm gonna try to keep it more tucked in and just like explode out, so it's more of like an extension. So I work the medial. I mean, you're gonna still work all the heads no matter what tricep movement you do, but if you want to bicep, then do an overhead extension where your elbow doesn't move. You know, you keep it like an overhead. You keep your elbow the same path, and you just extend your shoulder. or you extend your arm, and you'll get more long head biased. Even though know that when you bias your arms, you're still hitting everything, but you should still implement both. Don't get me wrong. To implement both. I do medial short head and a long head bias. So overhead extension machine. I do have overhead extension machine on my upper 8A. So my next day is going to be actually long head focus. And jam press works the medial and short head because I love having pressing for. That's my only pressing movement on that day because I do chest flies instead. So there you go. That's programming right there. Programming 101. If you have a pressing movement and you want to, and it's like tricep focus and you want to have a chest, then do a chest fly. That's the perfect time to do a pec deck or a cable chest fly. I like cable chest flies personally. And I might try a unilateral cable pec deck pec fly because I've seen like it's like more hypertrophic, but you got to be careful because that causes more fatigue. So you got to program it correctly in your system. And I'm going to play with it a little bit. Maybe I might just do one set of that. Maybe I might just do two. But we'll see. I don't know. As far as I know right now, I don't want to really switch my exercise selection, but maybe for pec deck, maybe for like a little fly movement, I might switch it up. You never know. There's also a chest fly machine here, incline chest fly. So I don't know. There's a lot to it. But I like the cable fly right now. I like to progress on it. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing. I do feel a little bit more front delts because the fly is not like that upper. It's more downward. So it's like more of like a decline fly. A little bit, but it's still like mid-range, so I would say it's whatever. Decline mid, same thing. At the end of the day, you're still working your pectoral liner, which is your lower chest. So yeah, you don't gotta worry about like the fibers that are in your chest. I forgot the name. Your sternum and all that. You don't gotta worry about that, but just know that just work the chest and that's it. So basic bro science 101. I feel like. Just know this. Everyone should know this basic information because it will just help you progress faster and you'll just become bigger in a short amount of time. Instead of attending 8 years, in 5 years you could look like yourself in maybe. But at the end of the day, muscle, there's a cap for a natty limit, and everyone's gonna no matter if you start early or start later. Know that Greg said it's a good video. No matter if you start early or later, you're still gonna cap out your muscles, whatever age you hit. You're gonna after your 10 years of lifting, you're still gonna if you actually require your nutrition's pretty on point. You're eating pretty healthy, you're getting your protein, you're getting your carbs, and make sure you're progressive overloading. You're gonna hit like a limit where you're gonna really decrease your PO, your progressive overload. And when you reach that point, you're kind of reaching your limit as a natural. And so yeah, no matter if you start early or later, you're gonna have that limit. Okay, so suppose you start 15, you end 25. Now 25, you might have you can still build a little bit more muscle, but it's gonna be very minimal. So yeah. Like TNF is a perfect example. He's had a lot of muscle, so making him build even more muscle, yeah, that's not gonna happen. He's already like kind of hit it. And the next option is obviously roids, but I think he's perfect, man, and it's perfect for natural. Like that's a perfect size, in my opinion. Because I honestly think there is a thing that's called too big, and I do not want to look too big. I want to look like I look good in shirts, but like not like fucking massive in shirts. I want to look like lean, aesthetic, but I do want to have my chest and my arms popping out for sure, and my back. I do want, obviously, upper body. I do want to make that look bigger, but yeah, we'll see what happens with that. So know that no matter what age you start, you still gonna have a limit, but start like earlier because, it's a slippery slope. It's like when you become older, now you're becoming more of a kid. Your memory, everything is gonna go down. Like after the patch of the age 50, it's gonna decline. So you wanna ride that wave. So I say any age between like 13 to all the way to like freaking 40 probably. You want to get 10 years of actual good lifting experience. I guess I don't know. I'm just gauging some numbers here, but yeah. So take that to your advice. Teach your own, all right? You can look like anything. Just because you didn't start earlier, just because you're starting later, it doesn't matter because at the end of the day, your muscle will still be there. Your genetics are still there. So your genetics aren't going to change. Now your bone structure, the way you grow your muscle, how fast you grow, everything, that's genetics. So just make sure your intensity is there always. So you can't really outdo your genetics, but at least in your mental mind, like just fucking train intensity, eat properly. I ate a slice of cake today. I've been eating a little bit out, which is not good. I need to cut down on that a little bit. But I mean, hey, it's not a big deal because I'm not trying to like get shredded right now. I'm just trying to grow muscle, and I'm not like super mad at my body fat right now. I think I'm in a pretty healthy body fat. I look lean. I feel lean a little bit more. I do feel sluggish sometimes, but. Yeah, sorry for the long intro. I just want to yap. But yeah, came from a party. Now let's lock in. Oh yeah, speaking of, there's a new Juice WRLD guy named Nee something, Keneal or something. But he made this cult song "Party," causing mayhem. I fell in love with the party girl. Dude, that song is fire. It's like it reminds me of Juice WRLD. Y'all need to listen to it. Just look it up on TikTok. Party girl. It's like the first song. Yeah. Oh my god, that's about it. Let's lock in. I'm just fucking stalling for this leg day. Because hamstrings is fun till after leg press. And I do lying hamstring, but it's like 2 exercises. It's not even a big deal. Let me just lock in. Okay, y'all. As y'all can see from the title of this video, RDL versus SLDL. Now, I've talked about this before, but I want to talk about it now as I'm doing this RDL set. Is that, what do you call it? First of all, you should get wrist wraps for RDLs or SLDLs, so you don't get any form, what do you call it, any form stimulation. But you don't need a belt. Belt, honestly, I look like a pussy doing belt, but honestly, I just feel more in my hamstrings and my glutes than my erectors, but I still feel my erectors a little bit, but it's just better just to stabilize my muscles. Now back to the RDLs today. Now RDLs target more of your adductors and your glutes than your hamstrings, but don't get me wrong, people who say RDLs don't target your hamstrings, you'll still get hamstring involvement. But as y'all can see, the more you don't bend your knees, the more you keep your more knees straight, and if you get that little bounce, that becomes more of an SLDL, because now you're not using any knee bending, kind of like when you do shoulders or like triceps, right? When you get like shoulder flare or anything like that, you're using more of your like long head or something. But at the end of the day, like no matter if you do SLDL or RDL, you're still gonna work hamstrings, okay? Now, if you want to really try to bias something like a hamstring, really try to bias instead of your glutes or your adductors or your hip hinge or like your erectors, basically your lower back, then I would say have that little bounce to SLDL. It just has, because it just adds that full ROM that really stresses out your hamstrings at the end of the movement. On the like the end of the concentric and the start of the concentric at the end of the eccentric, which is basically the bottom part. That's why I do it there, but I recommend that for sure. Right here also on leg press, I do end up going to failure on my second set. Now that is very controversial. People say you shouldn't really go to failure, also fatigue. And honestly, literally this workout, I was so fatigued after just doing those RDL or SLDLs. I'll do Smith's machine SLDLs for now. I do like free weight, don't get me wrong. I love free weight. I might do it later on, but as of now, bro, I just love stability. Stability is my number one thing for growth. If I really want to feel in my muscles, because anytime I do stable workouts, bro, I really feel the pump. There's a little bit of bro science, but I really feel the pump when I do it. So yeah. I ended up taking my second, not this set, but my next set to failure. Yes, I do take my time a little bit. As you can see, I'm micro loading final boss. Look at that, 10 pound, 5 pound, and 2.5 pound on the next side. So yeah, I try to do my best, but I ended up getting like 2 reps less than last time. But the big thing is for leg press and squats, man. These two are the very taxing movements. Now, sometimes you're going to be able to get 2 reps more than other times. Now, it depends on your nutrition, your recovery, your diet, your sleep, all that can play, and how ready you are mentally, especially. I think it's a mentally thing, honestly, most of the time. But when you know that sometimes you will not be able to get the extra rep, but when you get the extra rep, try to get another extra rep the next day. But know that progressive overload will get like harder and harder as you keep going, as you keep reaching after your newbie gain phase. I'm already done with my newbie gain phase because I've kind of gauge my RIR, but at the end of the day, like I still have so much room to grow. And there you go, that's failure right there. I kind of milked the eccentric a little bit too long. That's probably why it happened. But yeah, only record 1 set of hamstrings here because there was another dude. See, as you can see, there's another hamstring machine right there. This one, the plate loaded one, that's why I like it more. But that's why I only record 1 set, because the guy ended up leaving. But man, look at my arms. God damn, bro. In this one, like I look fucking huge. Yes, I do shake my ass a little bit, which is not good, and I do end up getting partials because I like doing that. But hey, at the end of the day, we are locked in. We are back and lock in. All right, baby? I was about to drive away yet again and not record an outro because I always forget, or almost always forget. But yeah, that's about it. Today was a pretty long workout. That took me like an hour 45. Usually this only takes me like an hour, 15. But leg press, my God. I took like, I'm not gonna lie, I probably took like 8 to 10 minute rest break. For the second set. I don't know, that first set I did, bro, I just felt so fatigued. Maybe it's probably because of the squats I did last time, a couple days ago, like 3 days ago, and I was like PRing. So PRing, I might need to like chill out. I might like, depending on the day, I might just do 1 set of leg press instead of 2, so I can just like, not fatigue it as much. But I'm just being a pussy. I have no clue. But yeah, that's about it. Feeling hella small. Hamstrings, abs again. I did ab crunches. I need to figure out a leg raise machine here. There is a leg type of raise machine with weighted. I low-key need to look at it, but I don't know how to use that machine. But yeah, I did ab crunches a little bit. The ab machines are good here. They have like a plate loaded one, ab crunch, where you just boom, down. They also have that roller coaster one. If y'all know, if you know, you know. I'm too tired to explain everything. But yeah, that's it. I already had a long ass intro, so I'm gonna keep this outro short. But yeah, nothing else to talk about. But yeah, peace out. Fuck it. I don't even know. Peace out. Daily uploads are back at again. All right, that's all I gotta say right now. And laptop. Oh yeah, speaking of my last video, I talked about my laptop. Finally found a new place for a computer. Let's see if it works. It's like computers are like car parts. Like, you know, you don't want to go to the actual dealership or like the Toyota. Like if you have a Toyota car, you don't want to go to, or else they'll be hella expensive. You want to go to a local auto parts shop, right? That you can get deals and stuff, and then you just have to pay for labor cost and like the initial fee, and then you just pay for the part that they gave or they put in. But I don't know. We'll see. Who knows if this computer works or not? Who knows if I wasted $70? But it was some random office hotel area. I don't even know. It was like in a room, like this computer part. It was like in a room in like an office building. You know those bank buildings where you like put your loans and like do your certificates or, you know, pay your employees? Like one of those buildings. And it was like in like an apartment building. It was so crazy. It was crazy weird. But I don't know. It was in some crazy plaza too. Like it had like that plaza is like filled with like, you know, like hardware stuff, like floor stuff, like flooring, and it's like, I don't know, it's like weird shape. It's like box. I don't know. It's like hood type. But I mean, hey, they had good reviews on Yelp, all right? Like 4.5, and it was like 20 reviews, and all of them gave like pretty good reviews. So we'll see what happens. If it's not fixed, it is what it is. I'll just use the iPad that my school did give, my college did give me an iPad, so I'll probably start using that, which pisses me off, but I don't even know if I can really use it. I'll probably just have to use my computer. But whatever. Love y'all. Catch y'all later. Peace.